Hi all, this is the second video for section 4 and it covers combining like terms and using distributive property. So let's do that. Let's go to I made the video for the first two, so we are here combining like terms. Combining like terms basically in algebra means adding things that are the same. Think of it as maybe if you have a bag of M&Ms and you have different color M&Ms and you want to see how many of each color you have, you separate them and you add them together, the greens, the blues, the reds, so on and so forth. So in algebra, everything that has the same letter, the same variable, and the same exponent is considered the same. So in this case, for example, we have 8x plus 3x minus 6x minus 5 equals to 30. So all of these have an x, and all of those have an exponent of 1 because we don't see anything over here, so we know that's a 1. Okay, and if my pen would write, that would be great. So let me try this again. So we know that they're the same because the same letter and the same exponent. So think of them as the same color M&M. So if you have 8 blue M&Ms and then you have another 3, that's 11 total. And then minus means you take away. You eat 6 of them. So 11 over here minus 6. So 11 blue M&Ms minus 6 M&Ms give you 5 M&Ms. The M&Ms are still there. That's why you still have the X, but the number has changed. And then this right here just comes down. There's not much we can do with that because it doesn't have an X, so it doesn't get added to the other ones. So now this looks like a two-step equation like the one we solved before, right? So we need to first deal with the number that's separated from X or the variable by minus and or a plus. In this case, it's a minus. So the opposite of that is plus. So we add 5 to both sides. These two cancel, leaving us with 5x on the left, and 30 plus 5 is 35. Okay? So this is what we have, 5x equals 35. But we still need to get x by itself. Remember that when there's no plus or minus, that means that we have multiplication. So 5 is being multiplied into x. The opposite of multiplication is division. So 5 divided by 5, they cancel each other. And 35 divided by 5 is 7. So if you put 7 in here for x and multiply and add them, this side of the equation adds up to 30. Okay? So that's how you first combine the like terms before you end up with an equation like this, which you can easily solve. Otherwise, it gets very messy. We have too many things happening over here, so you combine like terms to deal with that. So this is how we add like terms. Now, I am going to go back and we're going to look at how to use distributive property. Distributive property, as its name suggests, basically means you distribute something. Distributing is when you give something out. Think of trick-or-treating. It's a weird analogy, but think about it as trick-or-treating. When kids come to your door, you have a bag of candy and you distribute it to the kids, which means you spread it out to the kids. So in this case, you have 5x plus 6 equals 3x plus 8. A parenthesis in algebra in math groups things. So whatever is inside of the parentheses is seen as one group. In this case, 3 is outside and there's no plus and minus, which means 3 is being multiplied by this group. But if you want to distribute it, then we have to distribute it into each part of the parentheses, like giving the candy to each kid that comes to your door. So let's do that. It's multiplication. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 8 is 24. The plus sign remains. Okay? So now we want to solve this, but we notice that we have x on both sides. So we need to deal with that. So we usually try to keep the variable on the left, which means it's easier if we get rid of 3x on this side. Well, it's a balance. So I'm going to get rid of 3x by subtracting 3x because this is a positive 3x. But if subtracted from this side, I need to subtract it from the other side. Subtracting it from the right gets rid of it, leaving me with 24. Subtracting from this is like terms. 5 blue M&Ms minus 3 blue M&Ms give me 2 blue M&Ms. Again, the analogy is weird, but I think it works. Now this looks like a one-step equation we can easily handle. 2 is being multiplied by x. The opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2, leaving me with x on the left. And 24 divided by 2 is 12. Okay? So that's how distribution works. Again, look at the videos and email me with questions. Thanks.